Yo, what's good, guys? Back again today. Start off the week. We took a win. No news Monday, so nothing crazy. Actually, should have been a really big win today. It says 6 trades, but I really only took 3. I was sizing in and out. So the account's looking a little bit better now after what I explained yesterday. Down to minus 521 with a lot of messy news this week. So there's might be good opportunities to make some money, but we'll see. So, just going to make this a quick one today, so let's get right into this. As you can see, on the 4 hour, we had this very big bearish fair value gap. So, I wasn't going to take a trade based off that today. Like, I figured we'd just kind of chop around in it, but we actually had really good price action today. So, as you can see down on the 15-minute, what we had going into market open was Asia and London lows left. That was about it. We took out Asia high there, we took out London high there, and we took out New York PM from last night out there as well. Market opened right on this big dump of a candle here, and as you can see, we came in, tapped into this imbalance. So that was one confluence for my first trade. And like I said, we swept those highs out. So my target was these lows here for my first trade. And I basically entered off this one, off all the liquidity being swept out. We filled this gap. We got this huge displacement down. And inverse this 5-minute here. And we broke below these lows and closed below these lows. So this was a pretty simple setup. I know a lot of people took this trade. I mean, it's clear as day if you're trading inversions. You can see it even better on the 1 minute. So after that closed, right, that was confluence 3. And confluence 4 was us coming back up into this 1 minute gap here. Right? Come back up into this gap, fill that, respect it, right back down, and I entered right about here and closed the trade right about here because that was a 1 to 2. I didn't need anything crazy. Like I said, this month we've been kind of missing lows by a little bit just to fuck everyone over, so I wasn't playing that game today, and I was happy. $255 win. And I actually wanted to take longs back on the way up. That was kind of my bias today. Like I said, I figured it would chop around in that gap. So that leads into the next trade here. And this one, this was off a 1 minute inversion, but we took out these lows, London low, Asia low, right? So the next low would have been these 4 hour equal lows, which I should have realized would have been a stronger draw. And this trade I'm not mad about because I did actually see a lot of other people take this trade, and as you can see, it was a good setup. We swept the lows, got a nice displacement through this fair value gap, came down, filled this gap, closed this candle bullish, entered there, targeting all the way back up here. This was going to be a 1 to 4.5, but it ended up being a pretty big loss because I did size pretty heavy on this because I was actually very confident this trade would hit, and it didn't. So at that point I was down about 300 something on the day, and I basically re-entered the next trade right after that one. Right after we inversed this gap here, I re-entered shorts based off that inversion, figuring we were definitely going to take out these 4 hour equal lows here. As you can see, I had a low here, and then this low here. It was like dead equal. So I knew we were going to come down and take those out at that point, so I basically entered shorts right after that inversion, flipped my position, and this ended up being a pretty big win, $682. So we ended up pretty good on the day. Could have been better, but that second trade, I'm not mad about it. It was a pretty clear long entry. I know a lot of people took that as well. And the better entry would have been after this here, enter right here. But still, price was kind of choppy. It wasn't really worth taking it. This is classic No News Monday price action after this point. Like, just crap. But we did actually have a very, very smooth move down. So, if you guys caught that short today, congrats. That would have been a big one if you held all the way down to here. I personally didn't think it was going to go that far down, but it did. So, if you guys hit that, that would have been an awesome trade. Let's just say you entered right about where I did on my first one. Targeted down to these lows here. Stops above this. Pulling almost a 1 to 5. So that's a really good trade right there if you're able to hold that. So hopefully some people did, but I didn't, unfortunately. Still $342 on the No News Monday is pretty damn good, so I'm happy about that. And tomorrow, tomorrow is an absolute shit show, if I remember correctly. Yeah, tomorrow we got 8 red folder news events, so be careful if you're trading tomorrow. 6 of them fall before market open, so we should get a nice data wick that we can look to take out, but the thing is we have more news after market open, so it's going to be a tricky one. You're going to be dancing on eggshells all day if you're trading, and I think I'm definitely going to try to wait till after this news hits, see how it plays out, because last thing I want is to take a trade right at market open and then this just dumps on me. So we'll see. I usually say I'm not going to take a trade, but I probably will. And Wednesday we got nothing. Still should be a decent trading day because of all the volatility off. Tomorrow, Thursday, we got CPI for the first time in a long time. So there should be a really good setup on Thursday. So there's lots of opportunity to make some money for the rest of this week. And we'll see how it plays out. But yeah, I could very well be back in the positive tomorrow. And we can close out this trading month positive. Hopefully we're down $520, so the balance on the month. And I don't think I'll trade anything next week, so I'm pretty sure, I want to say the markets are closed. I'm not sure. I've never traded around Christmas time, so I'm not sure, but maybe we'll trade Tuesday because there is some news, and Wednesday possibly, but this very well could be the last week of trading for me for the year. So yeah, hopefully we close it out green, and that's going to be about it for today. And if I do trade tomorrow, I'll catch you guys. And if you do trade tomorrow, please be careful because it's going to be an absolute shit show. We haven't had that much news in a long time. So be cautious. Don't risk heavy tomorrow. And I'm going to do the same thing. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So till then, I'll see you in the next one.